Welcome to Real Talk with Renisha, the podcast that aims to inspire, encourage, and empower you as I speak with real people on their journeys. Today, I'm going to speak to a guest that I've had on here in the past, Mr. Michael Roberts. He's the owner and founder of Michael Roberts Styles and Michael Roberts Styles Academy in London, England. Last year, I had a full interview with Michael Roberts as he told me about his Save a London Life program. This program helps young people to learn a skill of hairdressing at his academy in London. Before I go on live with him in London, we're going to take a look at a clip that we did last year around this time. Take a listen, and then we'll join him in London. Let's just right into the questions. I'm super excited to have Mr. Styles with us today. Michael does a program in London called Save a London Life. And most of our interview today is going to be wrapped up around that project because it's an amazing project, and I'll let him tell you more about it. But just to start off the show, how did the idea for this program come about? Save a London Life?
Well, you know what happened is that in London at the moment, I don't know how it's perceived around the world, but the crime rate in London is rising and is rising rapidly. Okay. And a few years ago, there were some shootings in the area, not too far from the salon and stuff like that. And I was wondering, or even thinking, or even talking, how could I give back to the community? How could I give back to these young people? What can I do to help? And I used the word I because at the time it was something that I was thinking about. And then I said, oh, what about training young people in hairdressing, barbering, and beauty? And I said to myself, okay, I'm going to run a pilot scheme and see like if this is going to work kind of thing. So, I said, right, okay, close the salon for a couple hours, get some young people in and see if it's going to run. Rennie, it's been amazing. Awesome. I was just like, okay, let's get this up and running. So that's how I started.
That's excellent. Now, about roughly how many students do you have when you're doing this program?
Right, because at the moment, the salon isn't very big, all right? But God's gonna bless me with a big salon soon, so I'm just
absolutely.
Yes. So the salon, yes. the salon's got 5 stations. So what I try to do is like put 2 students per station. So really, for them to be comfortably, I can hold 10. Okay. All right. Okay. But to be honest with you, we have like 15 in there. A bit of a squeeze, but something, I try not to turn down young kings and queens that are interested in it. So we make do.
Absolutely. I mean, they're packed in there, but they're learning.
Yes.
So what would you say are some common mental health issues that you see within your community as it pertains to young people?
As we all know, mental health is not always visible.
Correct.
So, sometimes, I get young people coming in that are very withdrawn, that are very to themselves, so they'll come in and you're barely hearing a hi. Yeah. And you're like, I beg your pardon? And I'm like, greetings. You're welcome. They come in and so forth. Yes. But then as the layers are peeled off them, more of them are getting, they're exposing themselves to you. Correct. Now, because they're meeting me, they're very conscious, like, okay, how do I speak to this man? Because it's the first time I'm meeting him. But they're going through what they're going through, maybe at home or even
Yes.
outside, and it's a thing like, so after a while, when they come to the class a couple of times, then
Yeah.
you get to speak to them. And then you find that some of them might be having trouble at home.
Right.
Some of them might be having troubles with illness. Some of them might be having trouble just with friends,
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I try to do is that when they do come in, that they make friends with everybody, with sort of like team building exercises where they introduce themselves to a new neighbor and say, oh, hi, my name is such and such, my name is such and such.
Nice.
So every week they get to work with somebody new each week.
Oh.
So it's not the same person all the time. So it's not like groups are forming with the same person all the time. And I try to break down and see like, what else do they need help with? Okay,
Yes.
they've come in to learn, the skill.
Yes.
But what else is going on with them that I myself can try and help them with, that can maybe help them on the outside?
So when I said therapist in my description of you, I was 100% correct. You're doing therapy work right there. You're doing therapy work. You're absolutely doing therapy work. You're giving them a skill. You're acclimating them to the salon. They're making new friends. They're coming out of their shell. And I find that with young people, they have to trust you. If they don't trust you, they don't do anything. They have to trust you. If they feel that trust, then they're on board. They'll give you 100% once they trust you and they know that you have their best interests.
Yes.
That is beautiful. So by the time they leave from this particular program, they are leaving with a lot of skill sets that they didn't even know, beyond styling, beyond learning the trade and art of doing hair. They are learning so much more by the time they leave this program. So that's amazing. That is amazing. Yes. So I was going to ask you, like, how is your program helping them? But clearly, you already answered that part. Or is there more?
Yes, because I mean, like, some of them don't really have self-confidence. So we give them some of that.
Yes.
Some of them don't really communicate well with others. We give them some of that.
Correct. So as I mentioned before, guys, we had spoken to Mr. Michael Robert Styles last year about the Save a London Life in his studio, the Michael Styles Academy in London. And here we are today, so privileged to have 3 students who are taking that time out from their lunch break to speak with us about this program, how it's changed their lives, and what they're going to be doing moving forward. And of course, right there's Mr. Michael Robert Style as well. Hey, Michael, how are you?
Good day to you. I'm phenomenal, thank you. And yourself?
Absolutely wonderful. Greetings to you from New York City. I am so excited to be speaking with you again on this topic because I know that what you are doing and this academy is definitely something that is well worthwhile. So if you don't mind, just introduce your students and we'll give a nice little chat with them in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, greetings to you. I'm Michael Roberts from Michael Styles Hair Academy and Save a London Life. And you know something, it's a project that I've started, but it's for the young people.
Yes.
So I'm going to hand you over to them and they can introduce themselves. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So
absolutely, guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So my name is Christina and I'm 11 years old.
Do me a favor, just speak a little bit louder for me and just make sure that the volume is all the way up also on the camera so we can hear her.
My name is Priscilla and I'm 11 years old.
Hi, nice to meet you. Okay, great. Next.
My name is I'm 16.
If you said Ben?
Amir. My name is Amir and I'm 16.
Amir, he's 16. Nice to meet you, Amir. Welcome to Real Talk. Next.
Hi, I'm Jessica and I'm 11.
Hi, Jessica. How are you? Great. Now I can see her face. Okay. Awesome. So thank you guys again for introducing yourself to us. Just tell me a little bit about this program and what it is doing for you guys on an individual basis. So we can start with you, young lady. The first young lady, we can start with you.
So just started this course today, but I'm
Okay.
hoping by the end of it I'll be able to maybe earn some pocket money or something and just be able to have an extra trade that I know how to do.
That's awesome. Is this your first time at
Yeah.
Michael Stars Academy? Okay, wonderful. And you said today's your first day.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Academy. Okay, awesome,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Amir, do you want to tell us a little bit about, is this your first time at the Academy?
This is my second. Uh, and I feel like I really love me. I'm learning different stuff. Um, Also, I can use it just to, advance a bit more into the world. Like, I'm 16, so when it comes to like jobs, it's good to have like multiple different skills.
Okay. And how are you feeling so far? Is this your second week, third week? Tell us a little bit about that.
This is my second week. And so far I'm feeling very good. I'm gaining confidence as I go along. But I feel like so far it's been a great experience meeting different people.
Nice. Awesome. Excellent. Okay. Go ahead. Next.
I like this academy. Teaches me new skills.
Do you want to
We
just
want
move your head over a little bit more into the camera? Or you can turn it. There you go. We want to see your pretty face. Hello. Go ahead.
because when I was little, I always wanted to do hair. Because it's summer holidays, you have like 5 weeks left. So if you learn how to do this in the future, you could maybe this could be your job and like if it would be a trade. So like Michael teaches us something, it'll stay in our heads and like stay with
Awesome.
us forever for emergencies.
Yes. So you guys are learning a skill that you can take with you once this program is over. Correct? Yeah. And the one thing we know about here, people will spend, you guys know that already, people will spend their last dollar on their hair to make sure that they're looking good. Because it's not just about the hair on our heads, right? Because our hair also makes us feel good. So we know that people will spend money. So that's why hairdressers, if you find a good hairdresser, you're pretty much are set for life. I've been going to the same hairdresser for years because I like what they do with my hair and it helps to build my self-esteem. So the trade that you guys are doing is absolutely amazing. It can definitely take you guys so much further in the future. Even if you have like a real job, you can definitely use this as your, like we say in the States, your side hustle as well. Awesome. So if you guys weren't here in Michael Stars Academy, what do you think you guys will be doing right now?
Well, I also do own business. So if I wasn't here right now, I'd probably be selling the products that I make.
Ooh, tell us more about the products you make. Is it hair products? Is it skin products? Tell me
Yeah,
more.
so
I'm curious.
I make natural roll-on deodorant. So
Oh my
it's all
gosh.
for the skin.
Wow. You make natural roll-on deodorant.
Yeah,
Okay, that's amazing. Did you say you were 11? How old are you again?
I'm 11.
You are 11 and you've already have your own business.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. And I love that it's natural too, right? Because everybody's into natural products right now. Okay, I might need to talk to you more, but this is amazing. Good for you. Amir, if you weren't at Michael Stars Academy right now, what would you be doing right now?
For me, because I'm lucky, I like to do everything. But this summer, my original plan was to focus on um finding like something to do, like rather me be doing a little bit more baking, because I did that for my GCSEs. It's the equivalent of an SAT in America, if I'm not wrong.
Mhm.
But we do it in different sections. But another thing I'll be doing, I thought a lot of reading.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And for you, if you weren't
Um,
at the academy today, what would you be doing?
I think I'll be like, so I like going out a lot.
Okay.
So I think I'd be out with my friends or like I do like I love baking with my friends, so I'd be at my best friend Chloe or Simon's baking and like me and my friend did this thing called where we just made stuff and sold stuff like
Okay.
like cupcakes. So I would have done that, but I'm happy I'm here too because if I learned this, maybe I could do my family's hair and some extra pocket money.
Oh, so you're a baker.
Yeah, I like
Is that
baking.
That's awesome. So another great field. I mean, you guys are learning a lot. It's another amazing field because again, we know wedding cakes, birthday cakes, all of those amazing events that people need someone to, make these things for. You guys are right on point for that. That is absolutely amazing. So what I'm hearing here is that we already have three very ambitious, multitasking young people who are not about to just sit at home playing video games. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but what I'm hearing is you guys are already inspiring for bigger and greater for your future. And I love to hear that. That's absolutely amazing. And you guys are already inspiring other young people your age and even younger and older that they can do more. They can just do more. I think that's what it shows to me, that you guys are doing more. You're not just settling, okay, I'm on vacation from school, I'm on holiday from school, and I'm going just fiddle around and do nothing. You guys are doing a lot already. And I know again, it's your vacation time, and yeah, hey, it's deserved because I know that you guys are working very hard in school. Absolutely. So tell me your plans for the future, guys. What are you guys planning on? Let's say when I grow up, right? When I grow up, I want to be a Go ahead.
I'm not very sure what I want to be. It's changed a lot in the past few years. I've seen a lot of people do very interesting jobs
Mhm.
that I thought, oh, maybe I, but being honest, half of those jobs I don't think would suit me. So I'm not very sure, but hopefully I'll be somewhere where I can benefit other people as well.
Interesting. When you say other jobs you don't think suit you, why? Why would you say that?
Because jobs like I used to want to be a doctor.
Mhm.
I didn't think, I know it's not going to happen because me as a person, I don't like really being very stuck to a table or just because for me, I don't like getting sick. I don't really like seeing blood. I don't like seeing them. So I think doing something else would benefit me more.
So it doesn't look like it's a fun job to be a doctor. You're stuck in a hospital for endless hours. You're saving lives. So it's a very important job, but quote unquote is not a fun job.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. And what would you like to be, Amir, when you get older?
For me, I'm the same. My thing is, I don't feel like I can stick to one thing. I feel like I have to do multiple at the same time, just to keep me a bit interested in what I'm already doing.
Okay.
But one path I definitely want to go down is clinical psychology.
Nice. Tell me why, because I'm a therapist, right? I'm a psychotherapist. So
Oh,
I'm
Um,
loving this, right? Clinical psychology, different.
yeah.
Why? Why?
Um, I feel like learning about people's minds, how they work, is very interesting. And also, I feel like it's a job where if I work it right, I can make a lot of money.
Yes. But I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get there. but absolutely it's doable. And once you get there, you have arrived. And remember, you'll also be helping people. That's the best part about it. You'll definitely will be helping people as well. Clinical psychology, love it. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. What would you like to do when you grow up?
Um, right now, I
Mhm.
like I like fighting, so maybe like a boxer,
A book what?
a boxer, or
Want to
big
be an author?
boxer,
Book star? I'm not
a boxer.
a boxer. Um, please excuse my American English. I'm trying to understand the British English. You would like to be a boxer?
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
or
Why?
baker, because I like fighting, and my uncle said that he could have been one, but he didn't know how to skip, and I know how to skip, and I know how to fight too. I was in karate.
Ooh, nice. A
I felt like
boxer.
three good.
Wow, that's definitely different. But absolutely, why not? I love it. Absolutely. Why not? Oh my goodness. All right, guys, tell me a little bit about what you think is the most that you guys have learned so far in the academy, and then we'll take a walk through to see your work, if you don't mind.
I can't say a lot right now.
Okay.
First
Today's your
day.
first day. Today's your first day. I get it. But just in the last couple of hours, you just being in that space. Well, what would you
I
say?
think I've learned how to, because my mum, she loves to dye her hair, and she's
Okay.
always asking me for help to dye her hair. And most of the time, I'm like, Mum, don't ask me. I don't want to do anything to you. I don't want to be responsible for anything that I do to you. So
That's right.
maybe just do it yourself. Now we've learned how to do highlights, so now I can kind of help her a bit more.
Ooh,
And yeah, I think that's it for now.
that's awesome. That's a big deal. She doesn't have to go pay someone to help her do the highlights because there you are. You can help her do it. And I'm sure she'll be very grateful to have you, though that's hard work, trying to make sure that thing is perfect. That's actually hard
Yeah.
work. And that's just on day one. That's amazing. Just on day one. All right. Highlighting is a big responsibility. Okay, excellent. Amir,
For
would you
me,
say it's a greatest?
highlighting is definitely a big one as well.
Mhm.
That definitely taught me patience.
Say it again.
Highlighting is another one for me. It taught me like a lot of patience and also be delicate when applying and using kitchen foil.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought another skill that I thought would be a bit easier, blow drying.
Yes.
It's harder than I thought. Um, but I feel like because I've tried to do it at home, I've mastered it, but I wouldn't do it on the actual person. But
Okay.
yeah.
Very interesting. So you've learned a lot of skills already so far. And you said this has been your second week. So yes, you've done a lot of skills already. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. What
Oh,
skills have you learned so far that you would take with you once you leave here, the academy?
um, uh,
Speak,
yeah,
speak. I want to see your pretty face and speak into the mic again for me.
I thought like
Come into the camera a little bit more.
greet
Yes,
everyone here.
yes.
Greet everyone here. I think the the highlights was really like something that taught me patience because I'm not patient, so they
Ooh.
probably have to be. I wasn't really delicate, but I still did it,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and then the blow drying. That because I do find out like a blow dry her hair. Like
Mm-hmm.
I do her hair like I style her hair on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
I think doing on the door, because it's not someone I'm like, it's not a physical person.
Mhm.
It's like harder kind of,
Yes.
but it was
Yes.
still like fun.
Yes.
But personally, I've never actually doing a proper patient doing their hair. So I
I
think it's
love
for
that.
patients. I don't know.
So you have learned a life skill, and then all three of you, because you got to have patience to do the highlight. You got to have patience to do the blow drying. It doesn't just happen, in 5 minutes. So that is a skill that you will have to have throughout your entire life, guys. We got to have patience. The world does not move the way everyone else moves. And we got to move accordingly to the way the world moves. So let's just say I've learned patience, something that I don't have is an amazing life skill. And that tells me as you guys continue to progress in the course, that you will learn a lot more life skills. A lot more life skills. You got to have patience. You must have patience. Must. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I want to see what you guys are working on, if you don't mind. Michael, do you mind?
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
can take them like one
Well,
by
when you go
one with the
to
camera.
your and
See what they're working on.
we will helping her, and then you could tell her what you've done. Okay.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. And talk loud.
Yeah.
This is my head. All I've done right now is the highlights. It's all
Yes.
blow drying down.
Nice.
Well,
So you've done the highlight on this mannequin and blow drying. You're gonna blow dry the hair.
yeah, I've still got a long way to go when it comes to highlights, but so far it's been going okay.
Okay. That's your first time. That's awesome. That's your first time. It's awesome. Yes, good job. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I have done my highlight.
Okay.
Not fully dry yet.
Okay.
Started drying it a bit so you can see that it's curving.
Yes.
So the highlights, I did it halfway, half
Mhm.
the head.
Okay.
And I made sure not to do the roots because it looks very nice doing like a little.
Yes.
That's it for now.
Excellent. And again, this is your first day. So I'm just impressed that you were able to grasp this on your first day. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Okay.
Okay. This is my doll head.
Mhm.
So I was like, I didn't really get to dry it yet because I was the last person to wash their hair.
Okay.
But I did the highlights, and then as you can see all here, and
Yes.
then after I did it, it was like you had to do it one by one. The weave thing where you go through it like that, and you part in it, and then you do the top bit. That taught me patience mostly.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. You did a great job already. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Michael, thank you so much for having your students being a part of this episode with me. Like I said before, we talked last year, so I was really excited to actually see what we talked about and have that for our viewers to see, because sometimes it's good to talk about stuff, but when you actually see that work in progress, it makes a big difference. And that is what I wanted to capture by having
Thank you.
students. Yes, thank you so much. So how has this particular program this year, have you seen any difference from last year? Or have you changed anything, I should say, from last time around?
So what I've done, what I had to do, and it was a bit like, oh gosh, it's something I didn't want to do, but I had to do. So basically, I scaled down. I scaled right back, and because I felt that even though I was cramming, I use the word cramming, a lot of students into one space. I
Okay.
felt that a lot of them wasn't getting the space, and some of them wasn't getting the knowledge of the skills
that I was giving to them.
Right.
So I felt that for me to be for them to be for it to be more rewarding to the young people, as I reckon of something,
Yes.
I'm going to make the classes smaller,
Yes.
but longer. All right.
Oh,
So what they do
nice.
now, because before I used to do like 2 classes a day, but
Okay.
now I'm just doing 1. So they're coming from like 12 until like 6
Yes.
and stuff like that. And you know, they get their homework, they get assignments and stuff like that.
Yes.
And that way now, because it's a longer class, I can give them more knowledge.
Absolutely.
And they'll get a better understanding of some of the projects, you know, that is set for them.
Yes.
And I know that, you know, I couldn't give it to some of the young people out there because I just didn't have the space.
Yes.
And I felt that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something properly.
Okay.
You know, and I want to take my time. And I'm not doing it just for the likes to say, yeah, oh my gosh, Michael's doing. No, I'm doing this because I love it.
Yes.
You know, and I felt that, you know, as I said, with these young people, with so much things going on in the world, even within the economy and stuff like that, I feel that a lot of young people are not taught about business in school or in college. Yes. They're not taught. They're not really taught about being young entrepreneurs for themselves. Okay. And what I found is that, because they're so young, I've made them like say, right, you're gonna come up with a business name for yourself. Even though they might not want to be a stylist, they might not want to be a hairdresser, right, but at least they have the knowledge and the understanding of like, you know something, okay, I know how to blow dry hair, I know how to do coloring, I know how to maybe do hair up.
Yes.
They might, if not say they were in a different country and they didn't have a job or so, they could go to a salon and be like, oh well, I can wash and blow dry hair, or I can color hair or stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You just don't know what can happen or where the skill could come into play. Absolutely. Do you get what I mean? And with that now, they could be young entrepreneurs. This will be a side thing for them.
Yes.
And they could, you know, they could charge their friends or family. And because they're young, we don't say receiving a payment, we say donation. Yeah. So if anybody's going to give them a payment, we say donation.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Yes. And that's what I want them to do. And I want them to leave with something so they have some understanding. And they're like, okay, well, during the summer holidays, you know, they weren't on the streets doing nothing. Right. They weren't on the streets causing mischief. They weren't, you know, involved in any gun warfare or anything like that. No. They were in here in Michael Styles learning a skill. You know, so sorry. Just cancel that for me. We'll call that back. Sorry.
In session. It's all good.
Yeah, but the thing is, because it's during salon hours, so what I do is I close the salon for a day.
Wow. Yes.
So I can run the project. I know some people will be like, but that's income that you're turning away. Correct. I don't look at it as I'm losing that income. I know that God will bless me. Yes. And I know that, you know, whatever income that I didn't receive on the Monday, I know God will bless me with it tenfold over during the week. And that's the way that I see it. And I think sometimes it's good to give back, one, to our community, two, to our young people. And I just feel happy that I know that at least that I've got some people off the streets, inside the salon, learning the skill that they could take away with them and use for the rest of their life.
Absolutely love it. And it's always a good thing to give back, because a lot of times we don't expect to give back financially, but we can give back with our time. And that's what you're doing, giving back with your time. By you closing down the salon, you're taking a financial hit, but it will be made up. It will be, because this is a very short program. It's not a year-long thing. It's only a few weeks. You know, so you will make it up. But the skills that these young people are getting, the young woman said, she said, I am learning patience, something I've never had. And just that in itself says me, you know what? You're in the right place. You're in the right place, because that is a life skill we must have in this world.
And what's good is that well, I don't say I didn't apply, but we didn't get no financial help from the government or anybody to run. It's something that is self-run.
Yes.
What is good is that we have people from the community that help us. So, for example, we have
parent, and she brings in packed lunch for our students and
Oh,
stuff like that. So
wow.
people are coming. Where is she? Yeah, if you can make her come and say hi.
Okay. Is that the parent?
Sorry, just come say hi. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see
How are
you.
you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. Oh my
He's
gosh.
doing a very good job, isn't he?
I know, I'm so proud. I am so proud. And that's why I wanted to speak with him, with the class, to see exactly that, get the hands-on experience. You know what I mean?
Of
Oh my
course.
gosh, that's
So
awesome.
what she does is she brings us refreshments and snacks for the young people, you know,
That's
because
amazing.
and also we have to think of is that sometimes not everybody has financial freedom that they can go to
Absolutely.
the store and stuff like that. So every little bit helps, and we're grateful. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That's
Thank you.
amazing. You see, this is small but impactful and powerful. Because I
Yeah.
remember we were talking a little bit last year when you talked about you were not getting a lot of support and a lot of help. So my question was
Yeah.
going to be, are you getting that this year? And it doesn't have to be financially,
Right.
clearly,
Exactly.
right? In other
Exactly.
ways.
And I think, and also, you know what it is as well? I think it's not that I'm not too proud to beg or ask. It's not that. But I also believe is that because I've got so much other projects
Yes.
working on, also ones that I do want to start.
Yes.
And because of my dyslexia, sometimes I find that the theory side of the paperwork, I found it, for me, anxiety and mentally, I find it a bit heavy for myself.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
find that when it comes to the physical side of working with the young people, that's a, you know, that's all
Yes.
good. I love
That's
that
you.
part.
That's you.
You know,
Yes.
yeah. So as much as people be like, "Oh, Michael, you're missing out on funds. You're missing out on this.
Yes.
You're missing out on that." It's a thing where, like, you know, something God's gonna bless me in enough different
Yes.
ways, and I'm grateful. I am so grateful.
Absolutely. And clearly, like the lady said, it's such a great, impactful thing that you are doing. It's never missing out because you're
Yeah.
gaining. You're gaining.
Yes.
You know, you
Yes.
being there teaching them hands on this skill and this program, they're gaining a lot from the knowledge,
Yeah.
but you're also gaining a lot from them and the whole
Yes.
art.
Yes.
What you're doing, you're teaching, they're gaining as well, and you're gaining even more as well. So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
It's a
And I love
win-win.
it.
I love it too. It's a win-win all around. Oh my gosh.
Well, we say it's a win-win. Let's wait till later on when it's time for them to hand in their homework. So let's see if everybody's handing in their homework.
I know they're gonna have their homework. They're still in school, and homework is expected.
Yes, yes. I find it
Absolutely.
very strict, so I don't muck around with them. You know, and the parents know that I don't muck around. The parents know, like,
Yes,
okay, you
yes,
say no, this homework, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to bring in, and stuff like that.
yes.
Yeah, no mucking around, no.
They're here to have a good time, but also
Yeah,
they're here to learn and learn something
that's
very
right.
serious. So yes,
That's
we're
right.
gonna have fun, but we're gonna have some good
Mhm.
boundaries, and we're gonna make sure that whatever we're doing here is
Yeah,
beneficial. So that's what I'm hearing from this. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Oh
thank
my
you.
gosh. Oh, thank you so much for bringing us into a live session with the students to
Thank
see
you.
exactly how
I'm
this.
sorry you couldn't get to see the rest of them. It's only because I was just like, you know, something with all the blow dryers and stuff going off, it would have been too
Yes,
noisy, and you know, we wouldn't able to have this conversation. So I was like, let me let the rest of them go on lunch, and
yes,
these, you know, you could do it with these three and stuff like that.
yes. No,
So thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for being a voice for Michael Styles Save a London Life. Thank you for exposing Michael Styles and Michael Save a London Life. So thank you so much. I just know that it is appreciated. It so much is. So thank you.
Thank you as well. Like I said, I just wanted to do that recap with you because I know when you talk about things, what people are doing, it's
Yeah.
great. But when you get to see that hands-on,
Yes.
and speak to the people who are actually involved in it, it
Yeah.
just takes it to a different level. Like I said,
Yeah.
any of these students could have been doing anything at this moment, but they chose to be here to learn this skill, to learn this
Yeah.
trade, to learn some life lessons. And that is something that we cannot take for granted. And definitely you cannot make this up. This is real. This is real life, real work. And thank you for taking the time, and thank your students for taking that time off on their lunch break to talk to me about what they're doing.
I'm gonna make them go now.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
then
I'm
yeah,
gonna make them go and
they
stuff
definitely
like that.
need their
'Cause
lunch break.
it's only it's minutes to 5 now, and we finish at 6. So yeah,
Okay,
there's
yes,
I
yes.
can't and not because I've got some of them here, I will tell you that they're doing amazing. But because we go live on TikTok, so we let people around the world see, what these young people are doing. And
Yes.
I am so proud.
Yes.
I say that with a capital P, and I'm just like, just to
Yes.
see how they're getting on and so forth. And even though it's only been like 2 weeks, but
Yes.
what I've seen them progressing already, I'm like, yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
good with that. I'm good to go with that.
Yes, you can tell every single day they're learning something because the one with the first day, just her first day, and she's learned so
Yeah,
much just on her first day already. So every
yeah,
day
yeah.
is a learning lesson. Absolutely. As always, Michael, I'm definitely going to put your information in if anyone wants to donate for the next season of this
Yeah.
program. That would be great. I'll put your information in. They know how to get in
Thank
touch
you.
with you,
I'm
so
so
that
grateful.
way they can, because again, we all don't have to be there personally, but we can
Yeah,
all contribute in some
yeah.
sort of way to help
And as I
any
always
young
say,
person.
we're not always looking for financial support. We're looking for products, we're looking for equipment,
Yes,
anything that people can even donate. I'm so
absolutely.
grateful. I mean, we had someone donate 1 month.
Let's
We
see.
had a donation of blow dries and straighteners from
Oh,
somebody.
wow.
So
Yes.
donations are coming in.
Yes.
We're grateful and stuff like that. But yeah, God is good. God is good.
Oh, amen. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
again. So hopefully maybe next year we can catch you again, but I'm just so happy again for you guys
Bigger and
taking the
better.
time.
Bigger
Yes,
and
love it.
better.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to thank you again, Michael, for taking this time out to being on the show. And we're going to wrap it up from here, but
Thank
great to
you.
see you and tell your students I said thank you as well.
Thank you.
Okay?
People,
That was me. It's talking with the students live at Michael Styles Academy in London. And you guys, you get to see the great work that this man is doing way across the pond in London. And I just want to tell him again, I just appreciated that he took that time out with himself and his students to just talk to us about the work that he's doing at Michael Styles Academy in London. And of course, if you want to contact him and be able to donate to this program, you'll have the information in the description. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate you. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Have yourself an amazing day, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.